Hello everyone. In this video, we will discuss the concept of operating systems. Basically, before starting the video, we need to know what is the definition of an operating system or what do you mean by an operating system. An operating system is a program that manages a computer hardware. It also provides the basis for application programs and acts as an intermediary between the computer user and the computer hardware. So in this video, we will be discussing about the concepts of operating systems, types of operating systems and operating system services. So concepts of operating system. An operating system is a collection of software that manages the computer hardware and provides the services for computer programs. And it is an essential component of the system software in a computer system. So basically a computer system can be divided roughly into four components. Those are hardware, operating system, application programs, and the users. So here the hardware could be the central processing unit, memory unit, and input output devices which provides the basic computing resources for the system. Second category is the application programs. So here application programs indicates it could be a word processor or it could be a web browser or any kind of application that is to be installed in your system. So, the operating system controls this hardware and coordinates its use among the various application programs for the various users. So, an operating system has the three main objectives. First one is convenience. So, an operating system makes a computer more convenient to use. Second one is efficiency. It allows the computer resources to be used in an efficient manner, and the last objective is ability to evolve. So it should be developed in such a way as to permit the effective development, testing and provides of a new system functions without the same time interfering with service. An operating system is also called as a resource manager because it manages all the computer resources and allocates them a specific program and use as it require to complete its task. So it is also called as resource allocator. An operating system is also called as a control program. So this control program acts as a control manager as it controls the execution of the user program to prevent errors and improper use of computers. Next is types of operating system. We have six categories of operating systems generally. The category is based on some different criteria like functionality, user interaction, and how we will be using the operating system. First one is batch operating systems. So these batch operating systems normally doesn't interact with the computer directly. Instead, the users prepare some jobs and offline and submit them to the computer operator, and this operator batches these jobs, means makes groups of these jobs and process them sequentially. Second one is time sharing operating system. Here, as the name itself says, sharing of times, some small time slice will be given so that we can switch the process. Time sharing system allows multiple users to use the computer simultaneously by rapidly switching between them. Third one is distributed operating system, where here multiple computers work together and appear as a single cohesive system to the user. Fourth one is real-time operating system, which is defined to process data as it comes in, typically within a very short period. Normally, this real-time operating systems are used in the embedded systems applications. Next operating system is network operating system, and these operating systems are designed to manage the network resources and allows the multiple computers to communicate and share the files among them. The last one is mobile operating systems, and these are specifically designed for mobile devices. So here mobile devices indicates smartphones and tablets. So some examples of this mobile operating systems is could be an Android operating system, or an iOS operating system, or a Windows operating system. So these are the six different categories of operating systems, And next we'll see in very important concept, that is operating system services. Now, what are the different services which are offered by the operating system? An operating system provides an environment for the execution of programs, and it also provides some certain services to the programs and to the users to those programs. Specific services provided differ from one operating system to another, but we can identify those common classes, and these operating system services are provided for the convenience of the programmer to make the programming task easier. So here we have the two sets of services which are offered by the operating system. One set of operating system services provides the functions that are helpful to the users. Another set of operating system functions exist not for helping the users, but rather for ensuring the efficient operation of the system itself. So the two sets of operating systems are, one case is for the user, which are helpful for the user, and the second case is for ensuring the efficient operation of the system itself. So in this diagram, you can see the different services which are offered by the operating system, and these all comes under these two sets of operating system services. So here you can see the user interface, program execution, IO operation, file system manipulation, communication, and error detection. Now these all comes under the first set of services offered by the operating system, which are helpful to the users. And the next set of services are resource allocation, accounting, protection, and security. Now these are the second set of operating system services which are which comes under the user, rather for ensuring the efficient operation of the system itself. Now we'll see the first set of operating system services which are helpful to the user. That the first one is user interface. So as the name itself says, user interface. So user interface, it could be of several forms. One could be command line interface, which uses the text commands and a method for entering them. Means something like keyboard, typing the commands in the specific format. The second case is batch interface, in which commands or directives uh, to control those commands are entered in the files, and those files are executed. And the third case is purely the graphical user interface, where we are going to design a user defined application, graphical user defined application. Second type of service is program execution. Now, program execution means the system must be able to load a program into the memory and run that program. Program must be able to end its execution either normally or abnormally. So, abnormally means indicating an error. Third service offered is IO operations. So, this may involve a file or an IO device. Next one is file system manipulation. File system is of particular interest, obviously. Programs need to read and write these files and directories. Also need to create and delete them by name, search for a given file, and list file information. The next service is communication, and there are many circumstances in which one process needs to exchange information with other process. Such communication may occur between the process that are executing on the same computer, or between the process that are executing on different computer systems. The next case is error detection. So here it could be an input output device error. That could be a power failure or anything, and CPU or memory hardware. How the error is detected. Now these are one set of operating system services. Another set of operating system services are ensures efficient operation of the system itself. That the first one is resource allocation, where here suppose multiple process need to access a resource, then operating system allocates single resource to multiple process in such a way that only one process can access that resource. When there are multiple users or multiple jobs running at the same time, resources must be allocated to each of them, and operating system manages many different types of resources. Next one is accounting. So we need to keep track of which user uses how much and what kind of computer resources, and this record keeping may be used for accounting purpose. Next one is protection and security. Owners of the information stored in the multi-user or network computer system may want to control use of that information. Now, these are the different services which are offered by the operating system. Thank you.